Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Just wanted to go into a quick lesson, and it's based upon, this picture that you see here on the screen, which this is from, I guess the latest, sodomite parade that they had up there in Toronto. And, what makes this one stand out, as opposed to all the other ones is, the symbolism. You can see the fist there, which is, been associated with, the so-called Black Liberation Movement, which we ain't black, first of all right? We are, Hebrew Israelites, okay? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right? But that symbol, is known for being a part of, so-called Black liberation, all right? And then you have, the continent of Africa there. So we can see who this is targeting, all right? And more than likely, some so-called white man put this together, okay? So, it says I'm straight, then it says just kidding. And you got that rainbow there, all right, which is, blasphemy in itself. That symbol has nothing to do with you being an abomination, all right? The Most High, gave that symbol, all right, to Noah to show him, all right, or to establish a covenant with him that he was not going to flood the earth anymore. And Esau, Edom has completely perverted it, okay? But you got the fist there, and then you got, Africa, which so-called Negroes, especially here in America, they're very Afrocentric. You got the Pan-African movement. Jake is all into, Africa. They think that's where they come from. All right. But when you actually go over there, this is looked down upon. OK, there's a lot of countries that have actually banned, that practice. If they catch you, they'll put you to death or you'll go to jail. So the individuals that they are targeting with this is mainly Judah. All right. And that's how the so-called white man get down. OK, because he knows and understands that if you are committing sin, against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that they can keep this society and this system going. Okay, so it's no coincidence that they used those two symbols. Okay, because they are targeting you so-called Negroes in this instance. All right, but this whole society, this whole world is geared towards having you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans go off. Okay, committing iniquity in the sight of your power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, so I just want to bring this out real quick, and we're just going to get straight to the point. This is Judith 5:20. It says, "Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people," okay, and error is us going off, us committing sin. All right, which has pretty much become our culture here in Babylon the Great and throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, because our enemies are ruling over us. They beat our nationality out of us. They beat our customs and our culture out of us. And then they replaced it with something that they created, which is based upon breaking the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, you ain't going to find really any semblance among so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans today of them following their ancient customs. It says, "Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin. And let us go up and we shall overcome them." See, and Esau knows this. Okay, he knew the history concerning us. So he established a society to where we're going to be perpetually going off. Okay, and that so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American culture. It ain't nothing but wickedness, man. Adultery is rampant. Eating abominations is the norm. The disorder in the household is the norm. And so on and so forth, man. Murder is normal amongst so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's like a pastime, grudging, which is against the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And the list goes on, man. It says, "Let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power before them, and we become a reproach before all the world." So Esau understands this, man. So what does he do? He's constantly subverting you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He's constantly pushing this madness upon you, man. This is a perfect example of it. Okay? Because if he doesn't do this to you, and you somehow find out the truth and you gear yourself towards that, then he's going to be done for, just like we read. All right. Well, Solomon sent up a prayer when the temple was, completed. And he asked the Most High, if all my people, all your people turn towards this temple and pray, whatever, captivity that they're in, basically deliver them. So that's one of the main reasons why Esau Edom wants to, keep us down, why he constantly subverts Jake. Okay, because according to that prayer, if the whole nation turns to the east and pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Most High, according to that agreement that he made with Solomon, he'd have to deliver us. So Esau would be completely done. All right. So that's one of the reasons why, he's continually subverting you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. So this is Habakkuk 2:15. It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Okay, and what is the drink? The drink is going into the philosophies. All right. So if you pretty much leave, Jake alone, Jake is going to do their own thing. All right. Especially the men. The men love women. Okay, that's a part of the nature of an Israelite man. Okay, he loves women. He has multiple wives. But Esau, Edom, he comes in with his subversion. He'll push this on Jake. Now you got Jake being a sodomite. All right. And now he's worthy of death. Okay. But Esau Edom, he'll push this out. And then he'll step back and look at Jake and say, look, they being sodomites, man. Look at these people. But you got signs like this. That's obviously geared towards Jake. Okay. Nobody else is known for using that symbol of the fist. Okay. And then you got Africa on there. Come on now. But that's how the devil gets down. All right. It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, the philosophies, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. So Esau, he'll push these philosophies on Jake, and then he'll take a step back and look at Jake, and then he accuses us to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to keep this society going. Okay. Oh, look, well, they committing iniquity. Well, hey, look, we could do whatever we want to them then. We set up as the punishers, to the nation of Israel. Okay, so if they going off, then we can do whatever we want to them. All right, but hey, you devils, you're gonna have to pay for this, man. Okay, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua sees everything that you're doing. He sees the major part that you are playing in Jake going off. All right. This is Psalm 62:1. It says, truly my soul waiteth upon the Most High, for him cometh my salvation. We got to get out of here, man. All right. If we stay here, we going to eventually be through. Like it says in Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, for it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Eventually, if this damn devil was allowed to continue to go on, we would all become tainted, man. All right. This damn devil want to put a haragma in you, and when it gets to that point, how will we avoid that? Outside of Yahweh Shem Yahushua delivering us from this place, man. Okay, because this damn devil's plan, he wants to put a haragma in every single individual down here on the earth. And the people that don't have that, he going to go around exterminating them. So, hey, we need salvation, man. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to deliver us. It says he only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to defend us from this damn devil. Okay, because what he's doing is unjust. All right, he'll set up things like this. He'll push these kind of things on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and then he'll murder you. It says he only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. How long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain, all of you, as a bowing wall shall ye be, and as a tottering fence. So you damn devils, you're going to fall, man. Okay. And all these things that you're doing, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is building up a tab. Okay, so not only do you got to pay for, the slavery and the atrocities that you committed against the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you got to pay for the slander, all right? And you got to pay for the subversion, okay? Because you know who we are, all right? You know that we ain't nobody people. You know that we ain't supposed to be sodomites. That's in the law, okay? You know that we supposed to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right? And like, the other rulers that have come on the scene, you supposed to put us in a position to do that. All right. Just like, eventually, the Babylonians did to a certain extent. Okay. The Medo-Persian Empire, they allowed us to actually go back into the land. When the Greeks came on the scene before Antiochus Epiphanes came on the scene, all right, they allowed us to keep our customs, But you damn devils in this day and age, you are preventing Jake from keeping that. You got to pay for that, man. Okay, because we're not in control of what goes on down here. All right, you in the rulership seat, you pass the laws. All right, so you're going to be judged for what you're doing. All right, it says, how long will ye imagine mischief against a man? The whole reason why this nigga set this society up like this is so he can murder you, man. All right, this is premeditated murder what this damn devil is doing. All right, this is well orchestrated and well thought out. This ain't just by coincidence. He actually set the society up like this to have you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans constantly going off so he can put you to death and do whatever he wants to you, man, without recourse from the Heavenly Father. Well, there's a scripture that says that. Let me bring it out. This nigga don't think he doing anything wrong. All right. This is Jeremiah 50:7. But let me start at 6. Jeremiah 50:6. It says, my people have been lost sheep, and Jake is lost out here. Okay. And one of the main reasons why we lost is because of the number that Edom did to us. He beat our nationality out of us, man. He made it illegal for you to call on the names of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He made it illegal for you to practice your ancient customs, man. All right. It says, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray, which the shepherds are these pork chop eating pastors that have been set up, which who set these pastors up? Edom set them up. All right. All these churches that's out here, Esau's responsible for that, to lead you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans down the path of death and destruction. Okay. It says they have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. And Jake is pretty much going all over the place. These different governments, different states looking for rest. But your rest is in the land of Israel. Okay. With you living in that land, you have to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And that's the last thing that Jake wants to do. All right. It says they have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All that found them have devoured them. And that includes Edom. And their adversary said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. So these damn devils know exactly what they're doing, man. Okay. So they enslaved us. Okay. They ripped our nationality away from us. And then they pushed this new culture on us, which is based upon committing sin. All right. And now they saying this, we offend not. They sinning against the Lord. But you establish a society like this, man. Okay. You are the ones that's pushing this mentality upon Jake. Okay. It's all on the TV. It's all on the radio stations. The music that Jake listens to. Okay. The curriculum that Jake learns when he goes to school. All right. You damn devils are responsible for it, man. But then at the same time, he'll step back and say, we offend not. They committing sin. They should know better, but you ain't telling us who we are. You telling us we blacks, we African Americans, or we Mexicans, and so on and so forth, man. It says all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the hope of their fathers. And that's the mentality of Esau. So you got to pay for this, man. All right. Because you know exactly what you're doing. And you know that we're supposed to be following the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know who we are. It ain't like you don't know what's going on. Okay. You damn devil set the society up like this on purpose. Okay. So you can have a justification for the things that you're doing to Jake, feeding us poison. All right. Murdering us, subverting us. Okay. In your mind, you ain't doing nothing wrong because these people wicked anyway. All right, so I could do whatever I want to them. And the Most High gave them into my hand, like it says in Isaiah, the 47th chapter. This is back in Psalm 62:4. It says, they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. And these damn devils don't want you to remember Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, because once that happens, then it's the end for them. Okay, that's the reason why they coming so hard against this truth. It It says they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. And this picture that you see is a perfect example of that. All right. You're saying, oh, I'm straight. Oh, just kidding. They got the rainbow on there, which we all know what that means. Okay. What it symbolizes in this day and age. All right. And then they got the fist on there with Africa. So who is that targeting? All right. And they telling you so-called Negroes specifically that this is a good way to live. Or if you feel good doing this, then do it. All right. There ain't nothing wrong with it. No, there is something wrong with this. Okay. If you live your life according to that standard, all right, you want to be a rainbow person, Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna put your ass to death. Okay. It ain't a carefree lifestyle. It ain't a lifestyle that doesn't have any consequences like Esau Edom would tell you, man. It says they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. All right. And that's what Esau Edom does. Okay. He'll tell you, oh, yeah, man, you're good. I love you. But behind closed doors, he curse you. And then he'll present you with things like this. OK, to lead you down a path of death and destruction, to make you an abomination in the sight of your power. So the Most High ain't dealing with you no more, man. All right. Which means what? Those curses are going to continue to stay on you heavily. And you ain't going to know what the hell is going on. Why is my life, like this? But you'll never attribute it to the philosophies that you have absorbed from your enemy, Esau Edom. All right. Since I want to go into that, Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Yahushua, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone. Shalom.